Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine yourself standing in the middle of the desert at night. The sky above you is scattered with countless stars, shining like lamps suspended in eternity. The ground beneath you is silent, carrying the memory of all who walked before you. And in that stillness, a voice from the Quran reaches your heart. He it is who created for you all that is in the earth. Then he turned to the heaven and fashioned them as 7 heavens, and he is of all things all-knowing. This verse is not simply a statement about cosmology. It is a mirror, a journey, a revelation of your own soul story. The Sufis, those lovers of the divine who read the Quran, not only with their minds but with their hearts, see in this verse the map of existence, outer and inner. So let us travel together, word by word, as if we are being guided through a doorway. And as you listen, notice what stirs inside you. Some verses of the Quran are not meant to be merely understood. They are meant to be felt, to awaken something deep within. He it is who created for you all that is in the earth. The verse begins with who, he, not a name, not a description, just he. For the mystics, this pronoun is the secret of intimacy. When you whisper who with your breath, you are naming the one beyond all names. It is the vibration of existence itself. Every time you exhale, you are saying his name, whether you know it or not. He created for you all that is in the earth. Pause here. What does this mean? At one level, it is simple. All that grows, all that flows, all that breathes was made for your sustenance. The fruits, the rain, the animals, the minerals, the air, all for your survival. But the Sufi heart hears more. It hears that the earth is a mirror. Everything in it reflects something of the divine and something of you. The mountains remind you of steadfastness. The ocean mirrors the depth of your inner world. The fire reflects passion. The stone reflects patience. The tree reflects growth. Even the smallest grain of sand whispers, "Do not underestimate the tiny, for even the least carries the secret of the whole." So when Allah says, "For you," it is not only about physical benefit, it is about recognition. He spread out the earth like a book, so you may read his signs written in soil, rivers, skies, and creatures. A Sufi saying declares, "The universe is a letter from God, written to you. Learn how to read it. Every encounter with the world, whether a bird's song, a stranger's smile, or a storm's roar, is a chance to glimpse a reflection of your Creator." Then he turned to the heaven. After mentioning the earth, the verse shifts suddenly. Then he turned to the heaven. Why? The Sufis say this mirrors the journey of the human being. We begin attached to the earth, body, matter, desires, needs. But the story does not end there. The soul is meant to turn upward, to ascend, to remember its celestial origin. The word istawa is delicate. It can mean to turn, to rise, to establish himself. It suggests a settling, a directing of attention, a harmonizing. Just as Allah turned to the heavens, so too the seeker is invited to turn from the heaviness of earth toward the subtle expanses of heaven within the self. When you pray, when you breathe with awareness, when you remember Allah in silence, it is as if you too are turning to the heaven. Your consciousness expands beyond the weight of flesh and begins to taste light, and fashion them as 7 heavens. Why 7? In the Quran, 7 often symbolizes completeness, fullness, layers of reality. The 7 heavens are not just astronomical layers, but also degrees of consciousness. The Sufis see in the 7 heavens a map of the soul's ascent. Each heaven represents a stage of purification, a veil lifted, a boundary crossed. The first heaven, breaking free from the dominance of the ego, nafs amra. The second heaven, the awakening of conscience, nafs lawwama. The third heaven, peace of heart, nafs mutmaina. The fourth heaven, surrender, nafs radiyah. The fifth heaven, contentment, nafs mardiya. The sixth heaven, annihilation of self, fana. The seventh heaven, subsistence in Allah, baqa. So when Allah says he fashioned 7 heavens, it is not only a description of cosmic order, It is an invitation. Ascend these heavens within your own being. Travel from earthbound self to sky-like soul. The poet Rumi hints at this when he says, "Don't be content with the circle of earth. You are made for the heavens. Rise." Every challenge in life is a stair that can lift you higher, if you see it not as punishment, but as passage. And he is, of all things, all-knowing. The verse ends with a reminder. Allah knows everything. Not only the grand architecture of galaxies, but the trembling of your heart, the whisper of your thoughts, the secret longings you never speak. To be all-knowing is not only a statement of divine power, it is a comfort. You are seen fully, deeply, without mask. You may hide from others, but you are never hidden from him. For the Sufi, this knowledge is not frightening, it is liberating. If Allah knows me completely, I can drop my pretenses. I can stand bare in truth before the one who fashioned me. There is no need to pretend, for he already knows the depths of me. And if he knows, he also cares. His knowledge is not cold calculation, but tender awareness. He knows not only the wound, but the medicine. Not only your weakness, but your hidden strength, weaving it together. Now see how the verse flows like a river. He created the earth for you. This is your beginning, your ground, your reflection. Then he turned to the heaven. This is your awakening, the stirring of your soul to look beyond. He fashioned 7 heavens. This is your journey, stage by stage, layer by layer, toward wholeness. He is all-knowing. This is your comfort. Through it all, you are seen and loved. Do you feel how this single verse carries the whole story of your life? From earth to heaven, from beginning to completion, from confusion to being fully known. Closing reflections. So now, pause. Place your hand gently on your chest. Breathe softly and whisper, Hua. Feel the earth beneath your feet, steady and generous. Feel the sky above you, wide and endless. And feel in between, the one who knows you completely. This verse is not far away. It is alive in your breath, in your journey, in your longing. Do not pass it by. Let it awaken you. And if it touched your heart, let it also touch another. Share it so that someone lost in the dust of earth may remember to turn toward the heavens. Stay with me, for every verse of the Quran is a doorway. Together we will keep opening them until we walk into the garden of certainty.